Okay, so here we are at the property. We were told that there's fruit trees in this pasture somewhere. Peaches, pears, pineapples, just kidding. But they're supposedly in here and we need to find them because we need to know what we're working with here. And anyway, this got brush hogged, so it's starting to come along here. We're gonna have to probably do maybe a little more brush hogging and weed whacking some of this. And there's that trailer, still for sale for the highest bidder. So if you want a nice trailer, look at that. That's a beautiful 1970s trailer. There's probably still some Rolling Stones posters on the wall. And it's a doozy. But look at that view. Look at that view right there. There's those clouds. Lauren, do we see any, what are they called? What are those clouds called?
I'm not even gonna say it.
What are they called?
Chemtrails.
Chemtrails, that's right. We were told that there's nothing but chemtrails over here by some of our Facebook friends. But anyway, so here it is. Again, we're gonna probably have some discovery here and see what we got, what we're working with. But this pasture is gonna be nice. You can see some deer there for our deer hunters, some whitetail. But we're gonna get the cows in here. I do think that I made a mistake in not having the guy brush hog.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't do the whole thing.
Well, I don't know. He was maybe gonna charge a little too much. And anyway, I got a call out to him. Sorry, it's late, and he's gonna give me the price to do the rest of this acreage here. So we'll clean all this up and complete the job, and then we're gonna hay this next week. So we have a bunch of different phases set out here that we're working on. This is like a planting area. I guess they used this at one point to I don't know, to plant and prep for I don't know, you could see a bunch of pots and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what they did in here, but they got a new well that was put in. And again, we got the mad weed whacker over there. She's gonna come in and just annihilate these weeds here. And we got a well over here. There's a wood stove, which I don't know if we're gonna use that. I may keep it depending on what we build here or what we put here. I had this vision for a bunch of cabins, actually. Like, I thought it would be cool to have like 5 or 6 cabins that are maybe like 1 bedroom a piece, and people could rent, you know, the cabins. And you know, people are into this like community slash communal thing these days. So maybe, you know, you have the option where you could rent a cabin or 2 cabins or 3 or 4 or even 5 cabins. This is my first time checking this out. Looks like there was like a little dog cage here. Yeah, a little dog house. I'm not quite sure what that was, but maybe it was like a place to put some tractors. But you can see it's really nice. Supposedly there's a lot of deer activity here. I saw some trail cams, but I didn't have a chance to see if they were left here when we purchased. But anyway, you can kind of see it's a lot, some wooded area. If anybody knows what these structures were or are, put it in the comments. I'd love to know myself. But then there's all this here. And I don't know, maybe this is something that we can actually brush hog this too and create another pasture back here. It looks like it's just been neglected, but that doesn't mean that we can't get it going again. So something to think about. Look at that sun, beautiful night. So anyway, that's what we got. But anyway, back to my idea. I was thinking of putting these 5 cabins, and you know, people could rent the cabins. They could rent them individually. They could rent all of them. They could rent 3. Some other people could rent 2. And you could take in this beautiful landscape. And again, this probably won't be something we do this year. It'll be like a 2025 thing. But, you know, people that are not in the country, they love coming out to the country. So we'll set up and build like a big communal grill out front. And we'll see how that goes. I don't want to put anything permanent yet because I'm not sure what we're going to do with this short and long term. At some point, we may want to put a stick-built home here where this trailer is, but I'm not sure yet. So I figured the cabins, if we wanted to, we could at least move them somewhere if we want. Anyway, this is a Woodmaster 4400 heavy duty, and these things go for a pretty penny. We have one at the farm, and I think some of them are, I mean, new. They're probably like $20,000, but you could see this looks really good. Now that it was knocked down, you can kind of see that barn. The other day, I just pretty much stood on this deck, hoping not to fall through it. And I was able to show you what we have going on, but look at this view. And you know, when you buy land, you have to have a vision for the land. And I think a lot of times, some land is in such terrible condition that you really don't know what's what. But with this one, we were just able to see these beautiful views, and then boom, the vision, you know, came to life. So I mean, but look at this building lot potentially right here. We got this great building lot here, and there's just a lot going on there. So it's pretty cool. So we're excited to, you know, to share the evolution of this property. I'm gonna clean that barn up. I know it's just a barn, but the evolution of this property will be pretty cool. The reason I say the cabins too is because you know, we have a lot of customers that say, hey, you know, where can we stay when we come up? Where is it that we can stay? And there's no options. There's no options for people to really stay around here. They got to go to Binghamton, which is 30 minutes, and it's not the country. And it's still, you know, it's still a city. And most people leave the city to come up here and get away from the city. And this can give them the option to do that. So, you know, my vision, like I said, picture like 5 cabins on like a semicircle right there. And there's like this middle fire pit with those sort of white lights that kind of hang down, and sort of this like meeting in the middle place where, you know, most people that come up, that will build enough privacy for them, but they'll be able to have like an area where they can hang and just chill outside and take this all in. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll have to be creative with it. I'll have to be resourceful and think about how we can make it something cool and something fun. But you know, another thing that I should say is that when Lauren and I began the farm, I remember doing an interview with one of the local news stations, and basically they were like, why the hell are you here? You know, why would you come up here? What's your thoughts on being here? And I said, you know, obviously first was starting the meat business, but the next thing we really wanted to do was agritourism. Like, I have this belief that, you know, the future is not hotels, but the future is the continuation of these experiences that get people outside, that get people in unique venues and settings like this, and a place where they could build and, you know, create their own memories, you know, where they can go pick apples off their own tree, or they can go grab some grapes or blueberries, whatever the heck we got going. We'll tell you once we check those fruit trees out. Well, you could see this grass. It's too tall. I mean, it's definitely a late first cutting, but I think we'll be all right. Again, we'll use this not so much for straight nutrition, but just for some roughage for these cows, you know, some dry matter. But you could kind of see how the property slopes down into that valley. And it's pretty cool. The good thing too is it was already fenced. So we did, no, just kidding. It's already fenced. We obviously got to tighten it up in some spots and electrify it, but it's so beneficial to get a property that's already fenced. It takes the workload down tremendously. We just have to electrify it and fix it and clean the fence line. But could you imagine if we had to put all new fence in? That would be a total pain in the rear. But anyway, that's what we got. We got a beautiful night here. It's a little bit hot. And our farmhouse has no air condition. So we got the sweats going on, but we'll figure that out too at some point. We got a lot to figure out here, but the number one thing we're trying to figure out is how to get all these orders out. And if you want meat sent to your house, head on over to wearefreedomfarms.com and we'll send you meat right to your house. And we got Joel Salatin coming to the farm next weekend, July 20th. It's gonna be awesome. He's pumped. We'd love to have you guys. We have about 10 tickets remaining. So you can go on wearefreedomfarms.com, go to the shop, go to special events, and you can go get Joel, or you can click the link down below. And you can come and meet Joel. He's pumped. It's gonna be a small group, which is what we want. Private, quiet, quaint, personal. There's nothing worse than going to like a big conference and these guys come out like rock stars and you don't even get to talk to them and you don't even get to interact with them really. They're like these gods on stage. But in this instance, you'll be able to, you know, get to know them, ask your own personal questions, and it'll be super cool. So we're excited about it, and we hope you are too. What should we do with that tree? I have my ideas. Anyway, we'll see you guys soon. There's a hot air balloon out there in the distance. I'll show you that right out there. But anyway, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Hope you guys have a great day, have a great night, have a great life. And we'll see you soon. And maybe these cabins will be here at some point, and maybe you will too. So thanks again for following along, and we'll see you soon. Stay strong, and we'll talk to you. See ya.